In this video, I'm going to show you how to check all the different fluids on your Hyundai Elantra and how often you check them, and if you do need to refill them, what do you refill them with. So let's get started. Open the driver's side door. Release the primary hood release lever. Now in front of the vehicle, right on top of the Hyundai emblem there, put one finger in there and lift it up. That's the secondary hood release lever. Now, you see that's the prop rod that will support the hood in place in front of the engine. Grab it, pull it out, and put it in over there in that slot with the arrow marking it. First off, the windshield washer fluid. You see that blue cap over there? That's where you fill the fluid from. So just open that cap, start filling up the fluid, and keep an eye out on the level from the side of the tank over there. And when you see it coming all the way to the top, stop. In summer, you could get away with just putting water in the windshield washer fluid container, but in the winter, you definitely want to put the proper windshield washer fluid, because if you put water, it's going to freeze and it's not going to do anything. In the summer, I would check it once a month. In the winter though, you end up using the windshield washer fluid a little bit more, so I would check it every other week just to make sure you always have enough fluid in the reservoir. And just as a safety measure, always keep an extra bottle of the windshield washer fluid in your trunk in the winter. You never know when you're going to need it. Now when the engine's running, it produces heat. It needs to lose that extra heat. If it does not, then the engine's going to overheat, and that's going to cause all sorts of problems. You don't want any of that. So that's where the coolant comes in. What the coolant does, it's in the engine, it circulates around there, collects all the heat, and through that upper rad hose over there, it comes up to the radiator. It circulates through the radiator, loses heat, gets cold, and then goes back into the engine via the lower radiator hose. And then the cycle just keeps on repeating itself. Now you see that cap over there with the sticker on it? Don't ever touch it when the engine's hot, because the fluid's under pressure, it's going to spill and cause injuries. See that other cap over there that says coolant on it? That's the reservoir, and that's where we check the fluid from. Now come up to the side here, and you'll see two level marks. The lower one, that's the minimum level, and the upper one, that's the maximum level. Check it when the engine's cold. The fluid level should be between those two levels. Now brake fluid reservoir is right there behind the battery, and the level should be between the min and max. There's two marks over there. You should never really lose brake fluid, but as you drive and the brake pads wear down, the fluid does go down. So if you notice that the level is right at the min level, take it to the mechanic. Maybe there's a leak or you need new brake pads. If you do need to fill the fluid though, take that black cap off, put the fluid, and then right away put the cap back off. You don't want to just leave the cap off, because brake fluid tends to absorb moisture, and that's not good. Now next up is the engine oil. To check the engine oil, we will pull that yellow handle dipstick, pull it out, make sure you have a rag or a napkin with you to wipe the fluid off when it comes out. Okay, so for now we'll just wipe the fluid off, and let's take a look at the dipstick. Alright, you see those two notches over there on it? So that's the minimum level one, and that's the maximum level one. The fluid should be between those two levels, preferably close to the max level. Now let's put the dipstick back in all the way. If it doesn't go in, just twist it, and then it will. Make sure it goes down all the way. Now pull it out again, and let's take a look at the fluid level. As you can see, the level is right at the maximum level mark. So that is good. Now let's just put the dipstick back in. Make sure it goes in all the way, and done. Now if you do have to fill up engine oil though, open up that cap there, and right there on the cap, it's going to tell you what kind of oil it takes. So this engine takes 5W20. So you can put in 5W20 or 0W20. It says it right there on the engine oil bottle. See that? Once you're done putting the engine oil in it, put the cap back on and shut it tight like that. Click. Okay. Now you're probably wondering where the transmission fluid is. Well, the transmission in this vehicle is sealed. So there's no real way for you to go and easily check the transmission fluid level, because technically it's sealed for life. But in all reality, after about 100,000 miles or so, which is about 160,000 kilometers, you want to go and change the fluid, because the fluid's probably broken down, and by that time your car is out of warranty. So if it breaks down, the repair bill is on you.